I was born with almost 40 fractures. You name it, I broke it. I'm 15 years old, and I have osteogenesis imperfecta, a rare, incurable genetic disorder that makes my bones fragile. And hey, I know I can't do things the same way as everyone else. I mean, my parents have to lift me in and out of bed every day, or when I go up the stairs at my friends' houses. But I just had to find what works for me, and find how I can shine my light, what helps me cope. And for me, that was none other than music.
We all have a bad day.
Here's how you know if someone's your friend. A, you can tell them bad news and they'll listen. They won't tell you why, you're stupid and why that bad thing happened to you and how something worse happened to them once and, derail the whole conversation. You can actually tell them bad news and they'll listen. So that's a good thing. And then this is a weirder thing. You can tell them good news and they'll help you celebrate. And that's a really good way of deciding who you should have around you, because if you have someone around you, something good happens to you and you're kind of afraid to even admit it because, God, something good happened to you. It's like you let that be known and it'll certainly be taken away. So, you come out and you sort of tell someone half-heartedly that something good happened to you and they give you a whack and then talk about, the great thing that happened to them 3 years ago, or worse, the great thing that happened to someone that they knew 3 years ago. It's like, go away from that person. They're not helpful to you.
It's an amazing thing about passion. If you love something, if you have a strong passion for something, you would go to the extreme to try to understand or try to get it. Whatever you have a love for, if you have to walk, you would go get it. If you have to beg someone, you would go.
A fake teacher is somebody who just wants a job and they'll teach anything. They teach how to shine shoes if you pay them more money. But they really don't know what they're teaching. One of the things I suggest to people, you got to find a real teacher versus a fake teacher. And a fake teacher is somebody who doesn't do what they teach.
We are told that if we're beautiful, if we're skinny, if we're successful, famous, if we fit in, if everyone loves us, that we'll be happy. But that's not entirely true. But the most important journey I think all of us will go through is the journey in ourselves, to find our truth, to find who we are and what makes us happy.
Once you get over the fear of being embarrassed, no one likes to be embarrassed. But once you get over being scared of being embarrassed, it's super liberating. And it allows you to go into lanes that otherwise you wouldn't go in.
How much more successful do you want me to be?
More successful.
How many records can my records break?
More records.
But I'm the best.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
What the does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
You're welcome.
What the is he talking about?
I'd like to just talk about a little bit about my fellow nominees, if that's okay. When I started acting again and going to auditions, I'd always get to the final callback. And I think many people know what that's like. And there would always be 2 other guys that I was up against. And we'd always lose to this one kid. And no actor would ever say his name because it was too much. But every casting director would whisper in there, "It's Leonardo, it's Leonardo." Who is this Leonardo? Leonardo, you have been an inspiration for over 25 years to me and so many people. I thank you very, very, very much.
Don't
post everything you think. Don't. Just don't. If you're watching this right now, if anybody is watching this, don't post your feelings. Don't do it to yourself.